Time to bring the bass bird.
Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the line. Right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, trying to chime in.
All right, bet. I'm 0-4. I'm ready to win my first game. Shout out to my friend, my homie Woody. Trying to see if we can get this first win, baby.
You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Up next, we've got a good one on tap between the visiting Arizona Cardinals and the Cincinnati Bengals.
I'm laying down, bro.
I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. Standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And, Charles, you look back to last year's draft class for quarterbacks. We had a good crop. Baker Mayfield, Sam Darnold, the two Joshes, Allen and Rosen, Lamar Jackson, all just in the first round. So here we get two second-year quarterbacks set to face off. How have things changed?
Well, for these young guys, that first year, typically learning experience, team's not very good. They just want to see you handle some situations. But everyone expects a jump in year two. And with that, they expect the fortunes of the team to jump as well.
All right, hold on, y'all. Let me get ready. Charge something up real quick. Oh, shit. Okay. Put this in the Xbox and y'all got rid of my whatever it's called. My he gave her my charge cord. It's trash. Thanks.
Alright, let's go, guys. I'm ready.
Ready up. Freeze the mic, boy. 43. Check, 43. Let's go, D.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And they'll get 8 out of this before being 8 yards on the first down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. He'll drop to throw. And the catch made by Kenny Brent. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Muhammad Wilkerson elevated a tempo program that was looking for players like him, and he's carried that on into the NFL. What a terrific play there.
A nice tackle for loss for the former Temple Owl, as you said. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. Kenny Brent, his first touchdown of the year. And the Bengals.
We got the ball back. Got some forward. Get a couple of check downs.
90, Wolf. Check, 43. Rabbit. Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. To the left side here for Eifert. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
5 for 5.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 15 yards on the play, first down.
60 outlaw. Here we go.
On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And here's a throw taken in by Bull. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's first and 10 up at the 46. Handoff to Mixon. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack.
Oh, come on, Kurt. Ah, man, they scored.
A reminder about Sunday Night Football later tonight. It's a rematch from the divisional round last year. Colts and Chiefs from Arrowhead. Then tomorrow on Monday night, the Browns and 49ers from Levi's Stadium. Well, the Browns already playing their third primetime game in the season's first 5 weeks. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. They'll set up to throw.
Okay.
Completes it right side to Britt. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. This quarterback now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at first and 10.
Protein spill. Check. Crunch.
I'm just missing the whole play up. Oh, shit.
They're going to look to throw. Britt's got it, complete.
Come on, Britt.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's second and 8.
What do we need to do, Coach?
So second and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's second and 8. He has Britt over the middle. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Kenny Britt with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
There you go, baby. Let's go. Yeah, we didn't have no halftime. I'm sorry. Come on, EA, y'all stuck.
Tight end to the right.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Terrell Suggs, one of the best in the business at finding the QB, gets home there. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. He gets this one complete to Brent. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's fourth down.
I can't control it. I don't like that. I would have came out and got them 2 yards.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself. It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think the quarterback's got to see that.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown.
I did not try to do that.
Ready? 90 Wolf.
Take the time, Mike. You gotta lead us back, bro.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Second and 1. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it going the other way. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
Damn. They're going to score again. I knew it. Oh, that wasn't my fault right there, man. I fucking passed the ball.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Let's go.
Now back to throw. Points the target, and he has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target, and it's second down.
And that's what he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
It's a gain of 35.
300-yard game for you, baby. I know
what a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off.
How in the hell, man? Come on, y'all, get this ball back.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said is...
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Robert Kimdichie picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me, long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And now the third. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A gain of 6 there on first. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Back to throw. To the left side here for Eifert. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Back to throw. This is caught. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tyler Eifert, his second touchdown on the season.
They did exactly what Mike asked for. They got Mike the bar back. Yeah, I haven't gave Green any touches. I think he's got a big one for us.
Looking to throw.
X.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw here.
They
can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Muhammad Wilkerson sacks him that time, coming in off the edge.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Muhammad Wilkerson able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
All right, get this guy. He's on the 40.
They will look for some important yardage on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 60-yard boot.
43's the mic. 43's the mic. Defense wins championships, baby. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Hey, high 7. Sleep rip.
They'll look to throw here. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
They told
Tie
Mike
game,
to just go
fourth
for
quarter,
it.
and they're going for this thing on fourth down.
I'm going for it. Come on, Green. He hasn't
From the
hit one all
midfield
day.
strike, they'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete.
Damn, I'm a 400. Maybe we can get in overtime.
He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been in practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here, fourth down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Goodness. I need to go to one of my recent plays. I need my double dig.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hopefully I can get my guy off the line.
Hey, Haywood!
2nd and 10.
Hey.
Caught Eifert over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
There we go. I need my big fullback.
And the Bengals on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he is going to have the first down as he's up to his own 13-yard line. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
3rd and 1. Who are you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man. Hand him the ball and let him get upfield and pick up a first down.
A carry here for the big tight end. They had a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Chandler Jones, a former All-Pro, in on the tackle.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface.
And down he goes, back at the 8-yard line. Hassan Reddick coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
43. Bravo. 43. Check, 43.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Stop him. Might get another chance.
So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. Neither team scored yet. Now we go to sudden death. Next points win this game.
How about the tension right now?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Corey Peters slipping in and getting the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football before he knew it. He was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Come on, get it loose, get open.
He'll drop to throw.
Oh, one. What the?
Over the middle,
yeah. What is the bomb, baby?
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Good job.
Backed up deep in their own territory. They were in search of a cushion, and the cushion was found.
And you have to think total game, even in overtime. As a head coach, field position still counts in this spot. So they had to get out from the shadow of their own goal line, get themselves some breathing room. Obviously, that helps them on offense, but it may help their defense, too. Might be necessary here in OT.
Come on, Green. Come on, Green.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete.
Yes.
And he brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face
going
mask.
Up 15. Heck yeah.
In overtime.
Kick that field goal. Yes, our first victory.
Game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one,
I'm going to see the point.
A little whipped cream on
What's up, Ty? I did it.
Trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just
look at the
graphics.
You can see the
you
crowd
really
on the
just wanted 4
guy's
quarters.
visor. We got our first win, baby, and I think it's 400
yards. Type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Cincinnati, it took a while, but they finally get that first win after 4 straight losses. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Let me see. Yo, I got 447. Damn, my rating's at 114. On screen side, this one. Heck yeah. Them interceptions hurt me, man. Nothing, man. I was 20 yards short of going for 400. Yeah, guys. I mean, it's great to finally win a game. I know this is just the first one. We got many more, man. This is not over yet. It's definitely not over yet. You know, I know now being a quarterback is more than just, you know, throwing the ball. It's about time management and second overtime win. They really worked this stuff. You got it. Mike. Yeah, no problem, coach. That's what winning feels like, baby. Bengals rely on Tyson. Oh, still we got the Steelers. Oh, no, we got this other game. We got the Ravens, the Jags. They're the South Standards. We're trying to come back, baby. We're trying to come back, baby. First win. Hopefully, won't be the last. Or next week. Oh, how's the running back in the half? I gave Mixon a ball. I'm gonna get you involved. Man, I'm not. Oh, come on, man. I wasn't saying I was supposed to do that. Pass rush forward. Thanks, bro. Oh, what's up, X Factor? Bro, Thomas, what's up, man?
I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry cold is chill. Stories treacherous.
This disrespect this bro. I'm tired of being a nice guy. Yo, that's almost what I did the last game. I didn't want to throw 400. Let me get my turn in that. Oh man, wait a minute. They want me to throw 400. I promised my guy I was going to run it. You have to throw a touch. Whatever, I can't wait for these guys to try to run me.
Bring your lunch pails, fellas. I need to see that workman attitude today. We got to get better
today.
Need
to see that workman
what I want to know
attitude.
is, who's ready to get better? I'm ready to work today. You ready to work? You ready to work? All right, then let's see it. Let's get out there and do it.
I'm a little confused. Hold on, guys. We gotta take a medicine break. I'm getting my Reese's Pieces on like I'm Trevor Berwick up in this mug. Yeah, I'm coming. Alright guys, let's see what we got to do. And a first down, no problem. Triangle.
Ready, break. Now. Ready. 70, Indy. Set, go.
Triangle. Trying to work on my release, guys. You know how to get that ball off.
Come on, set. 30 base. Shoot.
Triangle. There we go. It's going for goal. Back to back. Yo, maybe it's astigmatism. Last time we won goal on the training. You know, we won a game. So let's see if we can get goal again. Triangle. Yes. Alright, another goal, baby.
Now that's what I'm talking about, fellas. I don't know what happened between last week and this week, but today was a great practice. And this coaching staff is loving it. You guys consistently do that, and I see a lot of victories in our future.
Yeah, I'm right. I see a lot of victories in our future, too.
He the only reason why I do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that don't make sense. Ay, when you making bands can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I
check out the lead real quick.
Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Pull both hands together and I'm saying amen.
Yo, I'm number 1 in the NFL, son.
Going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click.
Yo, I mean, feels great. Well, you know, we gotta get wins. This is not an individual sport.
Going big, going bigger.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I am number 1 in the NFL in passing. Passing out Ryan and Tom Brady. Basically, guys, I threw more yards than Tom and Brady, the legend, the GOAT. I got the minnows, though. Now, when you start looking at completion, you know, it's a different story. Yeah, that guy's 100%. But, hey, yards, it's on me, baby. Like Tyson, killing them yards, son. Let's see who got the most touchdowns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm number 7 on the list of touchdowns. I'm number 1 for passing, man. I mean, that makes me feel great. I mean, to be the number 1 guy with the most passing yards. Oh my goodness. Yo, let's get in the playoffs, though. I'm really psyched now. Tell my boy, man. Anybody watching this, thank y'all for watching. I gotta get you in, Green. I didn't really give you no pass this last game. My boy Britt tore it up. I might do that running back thing, but if not, Mixon is gonna have to shut his ass up. I can't promise him no 100 yards. We're a passing team, obviously.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. We are just moments away from kickoff, and we've got a good one on tap between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. With that, let's get up to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. There to call all the action, we welcome in our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And, Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the Bengals here, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins.
Come on,
great
Mike, make me look good, bro. All right, guys, I got a lot on my plate. I'm going to do 400 yards, 60-yard pass. I'm trying my best to air it out. About to get my season goal. Just be you, Tyson. Don't worry about that bullshit mix you're talking about.
Ready up? Mike 48. Got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Damn, I wish I would have ran it. Look at that. That left side and wide open.
This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season.
Oh!
Stopped shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game. And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
He may be playing free safety while wrapped up in a corner's body, but Earl Thomas is the best center fielder in the game. He cleans up everything back there as far as I'm concerned. I think he just has intelligence, understands things, and boy, is he tough.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Hey, Orbit. My 40, my 40. Who that?
They'll set up a throw. He's got his man, Boyd. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They get a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
They'll set up to throw.
Beautiful.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player, not any chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First catch of this game, a big one. Of course, he had the big performance last week when he was AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, but that was so last week, wasn't it? I mean, look at what he's doing now. I think he's trying to exceed what he did in that game and continue to ascend in this season.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
He is going nowhere as he is in.
Come on, man. They're giving it back to us.
Later tonight, we have more football. Sunday night football, a good one out west. Steelers and Chargers might see equal amounts of black and gold mixed with a powder blue in the stands for that one. And then tomorrow, Monday night football, Detroit and Green Bay battle in the NFC North from Lambeau Field.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
Nice. Go, baby, go.
A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Hey, you 5 more touches.
Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
A battle for it here, and this will be caught. Let's go. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Green once again the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defense.
They took my time and waited. They scored.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. The toss play to Mixon. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Now the Bengals urging everybody to get back to the line of scrimmage. I know that. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. They're going to look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
They're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, second and 3. Here's a give to Mixon. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Matt Judon there to bring him down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And Eifert has it. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. Third and short, blitz was up.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
He'll look to throw. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down.
The ball again.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his second touchdown.
Sure, we might not be able to get that 400 yards and all that they want me to do, but
ready.
at least 50 yards, 100.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start
break, baby, go.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now Joe Mixon.
Come on, go.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On the run, it's Mixon. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Come on, let's go. All right.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Take a little break.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Back now in Baltimore. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
There you go, Mixon. Go. Come on, baby. Go, go, go. There you go, Mixon.
Some space here. That good for 19 and a first down.
27 more yards. You in there.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
No!
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain.
Oh, my goodness. He's injured, guys.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Go, go.
2nd and 6.
There you go.
Right side, Green. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
2nd and 5.
Oh,
look at this.
No.
They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. He's at the 50, 30,
oh, no,
10. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
That hurt, guys.
I'm ready.
That hurt, because now we lost it. But time is...
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Open man is Uzama. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
Down. 60 or.
I can't believe they let you play.
2nd and 11.
Come on, baby.
To the left side here for Eifert. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles and really scatter some people, can't they?
And he will find his man. It's Kenny Brand. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Bernard, and a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football.
He dropped it. Oh, come on.
Really navigate against a
we
tough
gotta go for it, coach. You gotta let me go for it.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
Triangle.
He'll look to throw. Looking for one, and he's got him. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd.
Like I said, we didn't get to do all that other stuff. Mixon got hurt. Oh, I got the bar back. Hell.
Let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh.
That shit was
We ain't giving up
clock
nothing.
management this month.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
What little things you do? Oh man, what's those little things you do? I don't want to do nothing. I want to like. Yeah, the ball.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And I tell you, these division games never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you? Because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game. On the road, tight, and they find a way to win it. Way to hunker down, as my old coach used to say, and find your way through.
So for the Bengals, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle.
Yeah, that was a bad game.
That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
But anyway, that was a bad game. He coming off that high 100% rating. Still 83. Still better than that guy. Threw the interception. Only 1 touchdown. But, you know, at the end of the day, we won the game. You know, definitely want to let my guy run more. I mean, come on, Mixon. He was only short 23 yards. I gave him, 18. Gave him the ball. Let him become a run horse. Boy, 67. Wow. Hopefully those guys come back and say out an injury report before I get out of here.
Yeah.
That's great, man.
One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, tried to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You could see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah,
good job, man.
We ride for my brothers, no lie.
In case you got hurt, but you can still run the bar, man. You did what you had to do, baby.
I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig,
appreciate that, man. We gonna play this back, man.
On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up and look like I'm
yeah, I know my plays.
Driving fast, I never done this
all I gotta do is feed them. Thank goodness, man. I have to do all that extra stuff.
Magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Bengals moving on up in the world. See where we at in our division. No, we like East, I think, or North. Oh no, that's NFC. I'm looking at AFC. There you go.
Ladies and gentlemen.
We coming for him, boy. We coming for y'all.
Gentlemen, are you ready?
You cannot sleep on us.
Are you ready?
We beat the Ravens, they in our conference. Check the injuries. Still number one.
This be the green light, go. Ties burn the pavement. People wanna know where Mace, Potts, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, ahead, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter rock, turn it up, we giving a show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about, space out your mind? But can you rock it like rocket fuel? Close in the counter of what kind? When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like
I'm trying to see the injuries down and out. They're mixing.
all about running the spot. And you know we got rep control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin.
Where my other boy at?
And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We installed doubt in you and your yes men.
Oh, here you go.
The game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. Relieving the kings of all crowns. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all, keep flow.
Well, oh my goodness. 8 weeks. Mixing. Damn, I've been that boy. Rush this. Hey, what week are we in? We like in week 6? Oh, might be over for that guy. Well, he got what he wanted before he got injured. He wanted to get more touches on the bar, so hey, we did that. Oh no, yeah, week 7, so you might understand. But anyway, guys, thank y'all for coming out. More episode of Mike Tyson in the NFL this time. Peace.